Hey, all you aspiring pilots out there, I want to talk to you about being a pilot as a second career. So, I see a lot of people doing that, and there are a lot of people that have questions about, is this viable for me? Am I going to be able to get the training and the experience and the time before I hit retirement age and all of those things? Well, let me tell you, in my experience, a lot of people take this on as a second career. I have worked with many people who, are just starting their aviation career after having a full career in something else. So, typically 40s, mid 40s, and they're starting a whole new career. And that's great. You've got plenty of time. And think about it this way. So everyone's like, oh, you have to retire at 65. Remember, that is only for 121 airlines. You can still continue to fly past the age of 65 if you work at a different type of operator. In fact, you can keep flying as long as you can hold a medical certificate. So, starting a career midlife, starting a brand new career, maybe your dream you've always wanted to do, be a pilot, do it, go for it. There, you've got, 25 years to make it if you want to go to the major airlines. And I still think that's plenty of time. To be able, if you want to make it to a major airline, you've got plenty of time to do that. Let me tell you about maybe a couple drawbacks, and that would be, being that you're starting later, when you're with the 121 airlines, passenger airlines, what have you, your whole life basically is dictated on your seniority. So, if you get there and you only have 10 more years to go, let's say you get there when you're 55, you've got 10 more years to go. Probably, you're going to get there, but you're probably not going to have the best quality of life or the best schedules, but you got there, right? So I think that depends on what you want to do. If that's the goal, hey, I got there and I flew there for a few years and that was my goal, great, go for it, because you can do it. It doesn't take long. You watch some of my other videos about whether you need a college degree or not. You can knock out your flight training in a year and have a whole brand new career within a year. Now, that's dedicating full time to it, right? That's not flying and working another job. So if you can afford to do that, that's probably the best way to go. But with that being said, you still have plenty of time. I see a ton of people doing this. Sometimes it's, something that they've always wanted to do. And, now life is in a place where they can do that. Maybe, kids are raised, it's time for you, and you always want to fulfill that dream of being a pilot. So I say go for it, because you still have many years to have a full pilot career. And there are a lot of options out there. I'm going to bring you some videos in the future, doing some research on the different pilot careers that are available. I know of some, but I know there's a lot more out there. So there are all different types of flying, not just airline passenger flying. There are so many other opportunities and schedules, and there's definitely, I think, something that can fit everyone in what they're looking for, right? In the quality of life pieces. So if you're thinking about flying and becoming a pilot as career number 2, I say go for it. I think it's a great idea. And there's plenty of opportunity. And just remember, you don't have to stop flying at 65. I know many pilots who are still flying far past that age and just loving it. And there's even other jobs you can get if you want to go passenger and do that. And then when you turn 65, do one of these other jobs. There's some nice little jobs out there that have just this awesome quality of life that you can kind of do as the retirement job after you have your airline career. So it's all what you make of it. But if you're thinking about being a pilot as a second career, I think that's amazing. And I say go for it. Until next time, we'll see y'all later.